Servus.
Hello. Today we are in a wheat field where the crop is roughly in the middle of tillering. In order to suppress the weeds and further promote tillering, we are going to carry out the first pass of the tine harrow. What we are going to do today is set up the TINECARE so that it perfectly matches this job. Let's go.
Schaut's mit.
One of the most important factors for successful weed control is the right weather conditions before and after using the tine harrow. The soil should be loose and well dried in order to optimize the ridging effect of the tines. That is also why previous tillage and precise seedbed preparation is essential.
Eine exakte Saatbettbereitung essentiell.
If the soil is heavily crusted, using the RotoCare rotary hoe first can significantly improve the ridging properties of the soil. After using the tine harrow, sunny and windy conditions are an advantage. The uprooted weeds dry out quickly on the surface of the soil and have no chance of becoming established again. The TINECARE V 12050 Master Precision Tine Harrow has three main setting parameters to adjust the tines to the on-site conditions: the angle of the tines, the tine pressure, and the driving speed. These three factors must now be perfectly matched. The following principle applies for successful weed control and minimal crop losses. The tine angle must be set as aggressively as possible and as gently as necessary.
So aggressiv wie möglich und so sanft wie nötig eingestellt werden.
As you can see here, we have selected a tine angle of slightly more than 90 degrees as the basic setting for this field, which means that it is on the aggressive side. If we look at the working results, penetrating the soil is not a problem, but the ridging effect at 8 km/h is still a little too low. In the next step, we set the tine angle slightly flatter in order to increase the ridging effect and cover any weeds that have not been ripped out.
Und das Beikraut, das nicht ausgerissen wird, im Folgeschritt zu verschütten.
As a general rule, the effect of the tine harrow is burying around 70% of the weeds. Only around 30% of the weeds are pulled out and left to dry out on the surface. That is why a good ridging effect is essential.
Durch den flacheren Winkel
The flatter angle has noticeably increased the ridging effect. The weeds are reliably covered, while the partially covered wheat plants usually withstand this well and can continue to grow. The working depth has been reduced slightly due to the flatter angle. We are currently working between 1.5 and 2 centimeters, and the wheat has been sown at a depth of around 3 to 4 centimeters. This means that the tine pressure can now be increased slightly to penetrate further into the soil. As an additional measure, we will drive at an angle to the direction sowing. This means that the tine harrow will also work through the rows as well as along them, significantly increasing the success of weed control in the plant rows.
und auch diese Beikräuter freilegen.
To adapt to changing conditions in the field, the tine pressure can be conveniently adjusted from the driver's cab within a wide adjustment range of 0.5 to 6 kilograms. The working depth has been increased to approximately 3 centimeters by increasing the tine pressure and traveling at an angle to the direction of planting.
Auf ca. 3 cm erhöht werden.
As you can see here, the wheat is still well rooted and is in no danger of being pulled out.
Und läuft keine Gefahr, damit wir diesen freilegen. Die Schüttwirkung
The ridging effect is now a little too high because many of the wheat have been covered. In the next step, we will reduce the driving speed from 8 to 7 km/h and then check the working results again.
reduzieren und das Arbeitsergebnis noch einmal kontrollieren. Falls die Schüttwirkung
If the ridging effect is still too high, we will need to set the tine angle a little steeper. Due to the upper frame, the machine runs very smoothly over the surface. Even though the driving speed is relatively high, there are wheel marks in this field, and the tine pressure is set to around 4 kilograms. In addition to the ingenious individual suspension of the tines, this ensures consistent tine pressure across the whole working width of the machine. At a slightly lower speed, we have now achieved shallow movement of the whole soil surface, which is ideal. The shallow-rooted weeds are uprooted and deposited on the surface where they are left to dry out. The deep-rooted weeds, which are already larger, are effectively buried to stifle their growth. Some of the wheat plants are partially buried, but because all of the plants are still visible, they can continue to grow unhindered.
Masse heraus und deshalb kann der Weizen dadurch weiter assimilieren und weiter wachsen.
This means that the machine is now set up perfectly for this crop, and we can start notching up the hectares.
Und wir können mit der Hektarjagd starten. Die Striegeleinstellungen
The Tine harrow setup must always be optimized on a field-to-field basis and needs to be checked again and corrected if the on-site conditions change.
More success with Pöttinger.